What is going on, everybody? This is Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today we have the unboxing and also the hands-on of two replicas that I got directly from China. One of them, which is the one on the left hand side, is the Samsung Galaxy S8 on the brown box, and then we have the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus here on the right hand side. I believe this one is in black color and the other one is in blue color. Now the cool part, or the scary part, is that now we have the infinity display with the 18:9 ratio that we see on the original product. So this is getting very scary, guys. And again, this video is only for educational and entertainment purposes. I don't intend to promote these products. I'm just here to let you know that these things are getting very close to the original. And if you are sometimes like me that like to order things on, let's say, OfferUp or Craigslist, then you need to be very careful on what you buy. But anyways, getting a look here at the box on the left hand side, we can see that, well, looks pretty realistic, with the exception that the brown product is inside. Then on the back here we have the fake specifications. This is not going to be a Super AMOLED display. It's going to have 8 GB of internal memory and 1 GB of RAM, and it comes with an 8 megapixel sensor camera on the back and a 2 megapixel sensor on the front. It is running on the processor MTK65A0. It is quad core and it comes with the Mali, I believe it's the 400. So it does have mediocre specifications. Now they both have fingerprint scanners, and also they both have, I would say, pretty okay cameras considering that these are replicas. So I'm going to be providing some camera samples later on in the video, but for right now, let's go ahead and complete the unboxing here of the S8. So you guys can see that now on the inner side they also have the Samsung logo very close to the original. But now if you look here closely at the bottom side, this box came actually broken, maybe was squished during shipment, who knows. But let's go ahead and flip it here to the side, and now here we have the black Samsung Galaxy S8 with the 5.8 inches. This is very close to what I have here. This is my original from T-Mobile, and you guys can see that, yes, it is original, and I have the T-Mobile logo on there, and I am getting 4G LTE, something that it is not going to happen with replicas. So let's go ahead and remove here the front protector, and there we can see actually that the display is in fact the infinity display with the 18:9 ratio, except that we have a bigger chin here on the bottom side. And then on the back we have the camera, we have the heart rate sensor, the fingerprint scanner, and as I said before, this is a true fingerprint scanner. We have the Samsung logo, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and check and see the content inside of the box. They both come with exactly the same content inside. So we're going to have that black charger simulating to be the original with the Samsung logos. Next, we're going to find here the earphones, and even the earphones don't look exactly the same. They were hidden underneath. Okay, the original ones, they come in a nice little plastic container. These ones are just wrapped on here, and they do have the Samsung logo as well, as you guys can notice. Next we have the USB cable, and yes, it does have the USB Type-C, but again, it doesn't look genuine to me, okay, at least on the accessory side. So let's go ahead and settle this aside, and now we're going to open here the real Galaxy S8 Plus. So let's go ahead and take off the cover here on the S8 Plus. We're not going to jump into the accessories because, like I said, they both have exactly the same stuff. So here we see the device, and I can tell you guys that they are quite heavy. I'm not sure why they do it. Maybe it's to trick you into thinking that you are getting a high quality device. Now don't take me wrong, guys, these things are getting better in the sense that, well, the operating system looks more like the real deal. Now we have the infinity display. You know, the overall metallic quality here looks very nice and sturdy, so you can be tricked very easily. Now of course, if you see these wrappers and you're buying this as an original device, I would just suggest that you drop everything you're doing, get in your car and just drive away. Don't even waste your time because you are buying a fake. Now getting the wrapper removed here on the back side, I actually noticed that this is not the blue color version, it's in fact the silver color, so I do apologize for that. But now here we see the camera. Once again, we have the fingerprint scanner, the heart rate sensor, the Samsung logo, and then here on the right side we have the power key. Let's go ahead and compare it here with the other fake one. So there we can see the power keys on both of them. On the bottom we have the charging ports. Okay, they both have the USB Type-C. We got the microphones, the loudspeakers, the headphone jacks. Then on the left hand side we have the volume rockers up and down on both of the devices, located basically on the same side, with the exception that we know the S8 Plus is bigger. And then on the top side here we have the SIM trays. We also have the secondary microphones, I believe. I think that's what it is, and yes, and that's pretty much all we see here on the devices physically. So let's go ahead and get them both started at the same time, so that way we can see that they look quite similar. Actually, I forgot that I already powered on here the little one, so let's go ahead and turn on the bigger one, and here we can see that it comes with the Galaxy S8 Plus logo. And now the screen does have somewhat deep blacks, so I have to give credits, guys, to the Chinese. They did, I would say, a tremendous job here with the display. They made it look so real, even the curved corners here on the top, and the display gives you the illusion, thanks to the glass, that it's going to curve on the edges, even though it is not. But at least we can see here that the quality does seem quite okay. I mean, at least on the resolution side, but I'm not sure how long this device is going to last. But anyways, we have here the lock screen, and both of them are exactly the same. I'm going to keep repeating this over and over. If we unlock this device, you're going to see that the operating system is actually identical. Okay, so that's why I'm going to focus here on the bigger one. But yes, they are identical. You can see that also on the S8 regular, we do have the same display curving on the bottom. Now, the sad part about these replicas is the fact that they included the bigger chin. Let me go ahead and compare here the regular S8 with mine, so that way you guys can notice that right there we can see that bigger chin on the bottom side. And for that reason, I cannot fit original cases on the replica. So right now on the top you can see that they are perfectly aligned, but if you look on the bottom, they're not aligned, and that's all because of that chin. I'm not sure why they did that, guys. They could have easily eliminated the chin, but maybe it's because the hardware for them is bigger than on the Samsung Galaxy S8 original. That's what I'm guessing. But yes, this is not, I would say, a perfect size to the original, so maybe later on they're gonna get even better, include a better processor, and hopefully more RAM and all that good stuff. So for right now, this is an entry-level replica, I would say, for the Infinity Display version. So getting a look here again, I have downloaded some applications on here, and to give you an example of what a replica scores with the MTK65A0, it was about 24,000, so that's quite low. But if you go here into information, you can see that the information provided has been faked as well. This is not the original Samsung. The model name is also fake. The Android version is the 6.0. The processor is actually correct, but now the GPU is the Mali 400. The resolution on this device, I believe, is less than HD. I don't think this is HD, and that's because of YouTube. Every time I try to play a video, it doesn't give me the option. And YouTube, as we know, is perfect to use it as a display tester, I would say. It gives you the true resolution that you can play the videos at, so that's really cool. Anyways, going down here, we can see the Android SDK version is 22, so yes, this is the Android 6.0 and not the 7.0. And then of course we have all the sensors provided on here. And now we're going to go ahead and open here YouTube, and I'm going to do this so that we can check out the display resolution. So let's go ahead and open here my latest video about the Walkera Vitis. It's a super cool drone, guys, and I know that a lot of you guys are mistaking this drone for a true replica, but this is not a replica. And I actually found out that my gimbal was actually damaged, you know, on my test flight that I completed. It's not supposed to be shaky like that. It's actually broken, so I sent it back to Walkera, and they're going to be replacing the camera on warranty because they don't know it's broken. So I got lucky with that one. And then after that, I may provide a video, hopefully with the DJI Mavic Pro, as a comparison. But anyways, let's go ahead and play this video so that way you guys can hear the quality of the speaker, and also notice how I cannot go above 480p. Here we go. What is going on, everybody? This is Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very cool drone that basically wants to be like the Mavic Pro, and this is called the Walkera Vitis, and the entire model name is 320, and it has a price point of about $800. 70%, but it's actually 60. Alright guys, so there we saw the little testing here for the video and also the loudspeaker, and yes, I mean it does the job, and for the price, I mean these things, they go really cheap. They go, you know, if you want to purchase them, they go for like about $120. But yes, I mean just for what it is, I think it's okay. So now let's go ahead and take a look here at the camera on the Samsung Galaxy S8, and this is the 8 megapixel sensor that I was talking about before, and this is where these replicas are becoming more and more dangerous if they get to the market or to the black market. And it's because of the fact that, well, yes, they are getting better. This one has pretty decent autofocus. It has much better color reproduction, and it is not going to compare in any means with the original product, to be honest with you guys. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and open here the real deal, but at least you guys can get the idea of what I'm saying. We have the original camera on the left hand side, and look at the camera on the right hand side. They are getting very realistic, and this is very dangerous because for a lot of people who don't know how to compare them, or they're looking for the basic stuff, you know, normally we say, oh yes, the replicas have bad cameras, but what if they have good cameras or decent camera like this replica right here? Then now you are in danger of purchasing it as an original device, and that's because, again, they keep improving over and over. So the front-facing camera is pretty easy to tell. I mean, the quality is not that great, so at least you have a way of noticing it, that this is a replica by this quality of the camera. It's only a 2 megapixel sensor, so nothing very exciting there. The next test we have here is the GPS, and the GPS for a replica I think is working quite well, honestly. I mean, it does lock within a minute, sometimes a few seconds. Right now it is locking very quickly, and I'm here in the back of the house where I usually don't get a lot of reception. So you guys can see that I already have a signal here, and if you go outside it starts improving more and more, and this is something that we don't see on every replica, especially at this price point. Let's go here into settings now. Let's go ahead and compare it with the original product, which is the Samsung Galaxy S8. Unfortunately, guys, I don't have the S8 Plus, so here we can see actually some differences, and that's not only on the color of the display, because actually in real life the Super AMOLED display looks completely white, at least in my eyes, but at least here you can see that red tint on here. That's because of the camera. But anyways, if you look here closely at the fonts, they are different. Also, this one says connect and this one says connections, so they have differences, and I guess this is a pretty good way to notice. Okay, and I believe that on the original we do have way more options than on the replica. Now we do have a fingerprint already set on here, so if you go into security, you guys can see right there I have one fingerprint set up, and actually I think that if we click on it you guys will see the fingerprint. Let me go ahead and enter my pattern. You can't see it, but I do have one fingerprint set up, and that's going to be my left index finger. So let me go ahead and lock the device. Okay, you guys can see that it is not reading it fast enough, so let's try that one more time. This is the correct finger, and it takes sometimes 2 or 3 tries, but if I do the right one, you can see that I can keep trying and it's not working. That's because it has a true fingerprint scanner. Now also, something that we have on the original product that I haven't seen on other replicas on YouTube here is the fact that you can swipe down and then it'll take you directly to the actually swipe up, excuse me. So if you swipe up, it'll take you here to the app drawer, as you guys can tell, and if you swipe down or swipe up again, I think it's swipe down, it'll take you back here to the main screen. So that's kind of cool. Again, swipe up, it'll take you to the app drawer. Swipe down, it'll take you back to the home screen. And even here, the widgets, they look very close to the original product. Let me just go ahead and show you that here briefly. Let's go here into the original product. You can see that the widgets are almost identical, and that's quite cool. And of course, I have customized mine with the applications and stuff, but for the most part, look at the camera apps. They are very close, if not identical. Look at the curves on the screen. They are very close. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that they are getting closer and closer, and you need to be careful. As a matter of fact, these clones came with cases, so they can even trick you by saying, hey, yes, look, we have the case. This is the one for the original product. It will fit your device, and that's how you can tell you have the real deal or whatever. But no, these cases were designed for the replicas, and you guys can see that it does fit quite well on there. Okay, that was kind of nice that they included it. But guys, remember, these are replicas and they're never going to replace the original product. I mean, with these, you're never going to get support, you're not going to get any software updates, you're not going to get any of that good stuff. With this being said, I think we have completed the unboxing and also the hands-on of these two replicas. And as always, if you guys do have any questions, you know exactly what to do. Just leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one.